Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Fun on Fire here, back in another video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a money play and mini scheme out of the Singleback trio formation. Now, the playbook that this is in is going to be in the run-heavy offense. This is also in the Minnesota Vikings as well, but the run-heavy has a ton of better plays. It has this drive wheel, smash Texas spot. I know there's just a ton of more plays in this trio, and the Vikings one just doesn't have a lot of plays in it. I think maybe just the stretch and the dive, and then a couple of decent passing plays. But coming out here, our money play is going to be this PA solid corner. And as far as my audibles go, what I like to do is just to have the dive, and then I'm going to just put drive wheel. And then instead of verticals, what I like to do is to put the smash Texas. So we have our drive wheel, smash Texas, PA solid corner, and dive. And then you can pretty much come out in whatever play you want to. So I'm just going to come out in the PA solid corner for now because I'm running that money play. I'm going to be showing it to you guys first, but obviously I would come out in a different play, which we'll go over a little bit later in the video. So just come out here, and then I'm just going to go against a random zone coverage here on defense. Now, as far as the setup for this play goes, you guys can see we have a ton of unique routes already stocked. We have a couple of great routes on the field. We have this S route by Sterling Shepard, and then we have Golden Tate on this crosser route. Now, these combos are very successful. You've probably seen them in trips. They're also in other formations as well, though. So first thing that you want to do is just going to be my first basic setup. Streak A, and then put X on a drag, and then just put Y on a smart route. So here's our full setup. If you want, you can put X on a slant. You can obviously put him on an in route as well. I just prefer the drag and underneath option, high-low read between the crosser route and the drag route. Now, another tip I can give you guys out of this is to motion Evan Ingram out. You guys see I couldn't put him on a fade before. Now, motion him out, I'm able to put him on a fade route, which does help pull down that zone a little bit better, open up the crosser, but it's not necessary for the success of the play. Now, personally, I usually don't cancel this play action. I usually like to keep it, actually. Disguise it as a halfback dive, but you can do whatever you want. If you prefer regular blocking it, then you can, but I actually like the play actions out of Singleback way more than regular, just keeping them blocked. I feel like I get better protection. So, and then the last thing you're going to want to do is just motion the Latimer in and hike the ball right about there. Now, we're obviously going to look to roll it right. We have Eli Manning. Here, I see nobody's open. I can easily just dump it down to Latimer and pick up like 10 yards on the drag route. I mean, if nobody's coming up to guard him, then you can obviously just hit him on any route or any time they're just covering over the top. So again, our setup's going to be drag X, put Y on a smart route, which is the RB button if you guys didn't know. Then I'm just going to streak A because I don't want to motion him out every time, but if you want to, you can. It's not like you're going to be spamming this play every single down. You definitely want to mix in some of the other plays. And then last but not least, motion Latimer in. You don't have to. I just recommend it. Going through our play action, you guys see we get the crossing route wide open here with Golden Tate. Able to make a play on the ball and possession catch that on the sidelines. Easy gain of yardage. Now, I'm going to try to audible to a cover 3 here. I can't really do it. I'm just going to get rid of this match coverage now. This cover 3 is perfect to destroy with this S route because it just opens up so well over the field. The hook curls don't really defend against it well, and there's no mid-read in the middle of the field to occupy it. So, again, I can just come out in the same setup here, smart out Y, drag X, and streak A, hike the ball, and then cancel the play action, obviously, looking. And you guys see, wait for him to get sort of behind that zone. If you guys were paying attention, you saw CJ Mosley. He was going to the right like he's covering it, and then he headed back to the left. That's exactly when you want to throw it because you know that he's not following him anymore. Then you can just aggressive catch or possession catch in the middle of the field. If you rat catch, you leave the chance to fumble and get hit sticked and drop the ball. Maybe usually I actually like to aggressive catch because you get those diving animations where you can't get hit sticked. If you possession catch, you can still get hit sticked, and some of the animations are just whack. So I'll just show you guys this setup one more time. Drag X, Y on a smart route, and A on a streak. Motion Latimer in, hike the ball. Actually blocked RB there. I missed my read B there. So against the match coverage there, it does get a little difficult to do, but that's going to come into our next setup right here. A way to destroy man coverage. Now, you're going to make it sort of look the same, pretty much, just Y on a smart route, A on a streak. Now, the last thing you're going to do is just put X on a slant route. Then you're going to motion him all the way over to the right. Don't motion him right in that spot. You want to get him on the right side of the field. And then you guys see, boom, he just destroys the man coverage. Even a low overall receiver like that is going to destroy man on a slant, pending it's like a absolutely beastly cornerback on your slow receiver. But just a very easy thing to do. He's probably not going to be paying attention. He's going to be following the crosser route. And then you guys can open up X wide open on the middle of the field. The reason that you have to motion him all the way to the right is because if you don't, then he's pretty much just being followed by or going in the same direction as the crossing route. They're pretty much running the same exact route, sort of, in one zone, can pretty much defend them both. So there you guys saw the slant worked against zone coverage, but it's primarily my man beater. So I'll show you guys one last time here. Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and head into our next setup here. One last setup that I like to run. It's gonna be just streaking A and then put X on an in route. Now you're going to motion him all the way over to the right again, making it look like our man beater. Now, pretty sure I actually am in man coverage here. So you guys see, if he is in man coverage, another thing that you can do, if in case you know his user is going to follow that slant route and those crossers can't get open, obviously you can put any of these guys on a slant. What I might do is just put B on a slant and X on a slant. We have double slants, the drag and the post, but something I like to run against zone as well is just going to be our same setup, smart out Y, streak A, put X on an in route and then motion him over. He's going to be on a little bit of an out route. Creates another high-low read with our post route. You guys see he pulls him down. Now our post actually got bumped and then he gets picked up by the zone coverage following him. So I'm just going to chuck this up at this point. Usually he's not going to get bumped though and picked up that easily, but it happens. And anyways, that's probably going to do it for our money play here. I'm going to head into our other plays that I have in my audibles right now. Starting off with our halfback dive. Now the dive is very simple run. You can just come out here, run it, and have success. Obviously, you guys see me able to pick up a decent amount of yards even before I get contacted. That would be a good run. Obviously here, if they're in quarters 3 deep, you're going to be able to destroy them on any run play, like I did right here with Saquon. But primarily what I like to do when running the ball out of the halfback dive and the trio in general is going to be head on to Golden Tate, motion him in a couple steps, hike the ball right about there. You guys see sometimes he gets that looping animation, which is kind of annoying, but other times he's going to create like a wham block a little bit of. I'm in the wrong play. So I'm just going to hike it here, throw it away. But the reason that I like to motion him in is just get extra blocking up the middle. I'm usually not going to be able to cut this outside of the tackles, especially on the left side, before getting tackled. So what I like to do, it's pretty much a wasted blocker, Golden Tate. A lot of times people aren't even in front of him, so he's just going to run downfield and block the safety, which won't matter if we're getting tackled by a linebacker inside the numbers. So what I like to do, just motion him in here, boom, hike the ball, and you guys see he unfortunately missed the block that I wanted him to on that linebacker and went and picked up the safety, but that can be fixed. A lot of times you're just going to pop off with these huge runs up the middle. You guys see easily able to pick up a big end of yardage just by making one man miss, and I still had a decent gain even if I got tackled on the spot. So situations like this, you might not want to motion him in. It brings that linebacker inside, but you can still have success. Golden Tate still ends up blocking Mosley, and we are still able to pick up some huge yards out of this halfback dive. So that's pretty much it for our dive. Now moving on, we got this drive wheel. Now the drive wheel is a very interesting play. You guys see stock. Is it going to be successful? Not really. So what I have to do is smart route this A route. You guys see he's way more shallow. It's actually a throwable pass now. When he's deep, you can't really throw that. Now in man coverage situations, sometimes this route is going to get open that Golden Tate's on. So you guys see max protect here, but it is a slower route, and you guys see he's relatively sticking there. Even if I pass lead left, I ended up catching it with the Ingram, but they actually ran into each other. Not what we want there. So you can keep that route. It's obviously the same, but you guys saw they ran into each other. What I like to do is just put him on a fade route. He's sort of a clear out route for that safety, and we have a chance to hit Ingram down the field. Now if you have custom audibles, custom routes, you can, what I'd recommend doing is putting Shepard on a post route, but this Y route is perfectly fine. Now another adjustment that I like to make, you can just run it like this, or you can put Y on a slant and then keep X on this drag route and then motion him all the way over to the right, creating the same exact look out of our money play. We have our 2 crossing routes, then we have an underneath and a clear out. So, boom here. You guys see, pass lead that to the left, and Ingram is wide open down the field. Easily able to hit that route. Although it's a little bit deeper, it works pretty much the same as a crossing route, and we're just able to hit it. So I'm going to show you guys that setup one last time here. B on a fade, smart out A, put Y on a slant, and then put X on a drag, motion him over. He's already on a drag, so it doesn't really matter. If you want, you can put X on the slant, Y on the drag. It really doesn't make a difference. So just come out here, boom. I see he's covering over the top. I can just hit Latimer here, pick up a nice gain of 8 yards right there. So very unique play, one of my favorite plays to come out and dot people out of this formation. A lot of people, when you're running single back trio, they're expecting run, 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 dive, 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 stretch, stretch, whatever. No, you can easily come out here and dot up anybody out of this formation. Next up, we got this Smash Texas. Now, I absolutely love this play. Personally, what I like to do is just come out in a basic setup like this where I smart out B. You guys see that corner out's very short. Is he really going to get over the top of cloud flats, maybe even some zones? Not really. So what I do is smart out him, make him deeper. He's going to get over the top of the zones. And then streak this Y guy. Now, if you want, you can put X on a drag in this situation, but I'm just going to run it like this. You can block A if you know you're not hitting him, but I like to create this high-low read between Latimer and Tate. Now, if you wanted, you could put X on a slant, A on a drag, do something unique, but I like having this table route on the field. You guys see I'm able to hit Saquon there and pick up almost 10 yards on that simple little pass read. I just snapped through it to him. Alright, but now I'm going to go ahead and try to hit our high-low read. Here on the left side, we have our corner route and we have our hitch route. Now, I accidentally just reset the play, so come out here, smart out B, streak Y, and then with A, I can just block him. There's not really a reason for him to be on that route. If I wanted to, I could put him on an in route, something like this, but we have that Texas route that I like a little bit better than any route I could put Ingram on, besides maybe a curl route, but that's just wasted route. Could easily just block him, get extra protection. So we have our high-low, and then we have this crossing route laid at the end of the play. You guys see, I see the zone picks up on Latimer on the hitch route, and then I'm able to just hit Golden Tate over the top. So again, our setup's going to be to smart out B. I'm actually in the wrong play. Smart out B, streak Y, and then leave X on a hitch. If you try to put him on a hitch right here in this spot, you guys see he goes on the smoke screen. So you have to leave him on this hitch. It's the only way he's going to be in that slot or in that route on the wide side of any field. And then all you have to do is just block A. We get our high-low read, easily able to hike the ball here. He follows the zone's guarding him again. Any flat route's going to pick up on that hitch route, which is why it's such a unique play and why I love keeping that route on the field. So definitely something to keep in mind. And then obviously if you want, you can do something like this, double drag. We have A and then you can just block RB. We get a double drag, and then our corner route obviously smart routed with X on the streak. I can put Y on a slant here as well. You can create a tons of concepts with this corner route. You guys see I'm still able to hit him over the top of that zone even without the low read, but the low read just makes it way easier to see, and you don't risk him clicking on and making a play on the ball. So that's going to be it for our base setups. I'm going to head into a couple of other plays I like to run out of the formation. I know this video is getting a little bit long. I apologize for rambling on and a couple of points, but the last plays we have are spot, and then briefly just going to go over this toss now. We obviously have a couple of other good plays as well. We have slot chase, which is decent with that player on that Texas route out of the receiver spot, but just going to come out here. We have our zone weak as well, which is a good play to run. I guess I'll just briefly go over that, and then going to be coming over our stretch here. So just going to come out in our random zone coverage once again, and I'm just going to show you guys this zone weak real quick. Just one time. You can run it the same way as a drag. It's pretty much a power out run. Hike the ball, and you guys see motion Tate in, make it look like a dive, and sometimes you're going to be able to get to the outside. Actually in the stretch right here, forgot to audible, but just a very simple adjustment that you guys can make. Audibling between the dive and the zone weak. You guys see I was able to pick up huge yardage on this run play, and I have very good success running it. So I'll show you guys one last time here. Can motion Tate in, hike the ball, and just able to cut this to the outside. Unfortunate that we got a block shed there, but I wouldn't have even ran power O in that situation. I would have just ran dive. I see 3-man spread. I'm immediately going to dive. So next up, I got this stretch run now. Stretch, obviously good for the bubble screen. You guys see, able to hit him and pick up an easy first down right there with Golden Tate. So obviously, I loved the stretch last year because what you could do with the stretch last year, it wasn't an RPO. I could just flip this stretch to the left, and I had 3 blockers on that side. Now with the RPOs, you can't flip the play, which is pretty bummy, but it's fine because we have this toss, and we also have this dive and the zone. So it still works out perfectly fine out of the formation. It's still usable. You guys see if he's coming out in a 3-4 odd, you guys should know the look out of a 3-4 odd. He's just gonna pinch his linebackers, bring everyone in the box like this, something similar to a setup like this, where you guys see no one's in front of Shepard, no one's really in front of Tate. I can just come out here, easily hit Golden Tate, and actually meant to bullet that maybe and pass lead that to the left. So that was the only reason it didn't work. But you guys can also hit the stretch here. It's still a decent run running to the right side, but obviously if he has a slot corner, and a safety over there, it's not going to have too much success. Situation like this, I might run it a little more. You guys see, I only have one man to make a miss, and it's Jamal Adams, unfortunately, so we just get hit sticked in the mouth, but very simple play concept. So next up, and last but not least, or actually I'll just go over the toss here. Keep it run heavy. The toss, you actually can flip to the left, which is nice. I can just come out here, run our toss. Should be able to get to the outside of the numbers. In a situation like that where they're completely spread out left, wide, I'm not going to run the toss, but the tosses did get nerfed a little bit. It's super slow, you guys see, and the DNs just shed the heck out of it. So it works in some situations, like the 3-4 odd I was talking about. Should work in this situation as well, pending we get an instant block shed. You guys see, able to get to the outside and pick up some huge gains. So if you get the toss to click, you're going to pick up huge yardage on any play. Show you guys one last time here. We actually get Saquon Barkley in the zone. Flip the play and just hike it. Actually able to make that man miss. Do a little bit of something out of nothing with a good running back, but it's very slow. You have to make sure that he just can't get a shed. You can also blitz with his user, do some things with that. Running it to the right, I mean, there's not really a reason that you would ever run to the right. It's a slow run, and he's just going to get sheds galore as we knock Saquon out of the zone there. But definitely if you're running the toss, run it to the left. Anyways, that's going to take us to our last play of the video, this spot now. Spot, very interesting concept. All I like to do is just put X on a streak and A on a curl, and just hike the ball here. You guys see high-low read. I see the corners guarded. I can dump it down to Tate and easily pick up 10 yards on a simple flat concept. Now this flat route, what you don't want to do is manually put him on a flat route, because then he's going to stop like at the sidelines, and it's going to make things a little bit weird. So again here, and Saquon actually is on a weird block here. I don't know if you guys noticed, but when I hike the ball right here, he runs to the left and he's like helps on that DN, which is kind of nice, but it's also kind of weird sometimes. If he has a shed from the right side, then he's kind of screwed. But you guys see I was able to hit Shepard on the corner route. I'm obviously just in the middle of the field, so I'm kind of neutral on which side I would run it on. Usually I'm just going to run this on the wide side, so if I'm on the right hash, I'd be running it this side. If I was on the other side, I would just flip it. So again here, able to hit Golden Tate in the flats, pick up 9 yards on that simple pass. So if you guys did enjoy the video, please make sure to leave a like on it, show your support to the channel, and don't forget to subscribe as well. Also, just leave suggestions down below in the comment section of videos you would like to see next, and peace. I'm out of here.